Have you ever wondered about the story behind one of the most iconic symbols in the world? Today, we're diving deep into the history of the Statue of Liberty. And trust me, there's more to her than meets the eye. It all starts in France. Imagine this, a grand gesture of friendship between two nations. After the American Civil War, a French historian named Édouard de Laboulaye proposed creating a monument to celebrate the United States' commitment to freedom and democracy, and the alliance between France and America during the American Revolution. He wanted it to be a joint project, a symbol of shared ideals. To bring this vision to life, sculptor Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi was chosen. He traveled to America, and upon entering New York Harbor, he knew he had found the perfect spot, a small island then called Bedloes Island. For the statue's design, he was inspired by the Roman goddess of freedom, Libertas. He modeled her face after his own mother, giving the statue a strong yet serene expression. But how do you make a colossal statue stand up to the harsh winds of the Atlantic? For that, they needed an engineering genius. Enter Gustave Eiffel, yes, the very same man who would later create the Eiffel Tower. Eiffel designed an ingenious internal iron skeleton, a flexible framework that supports the massive copper skin. This design allowed the statue to sway slightly in the wind without breaking. A true marvel of 19th century engineering. Every detail of Lady Liberty is drenched in symbolism. Her torch, held high, represents enlightenment, lighting the path to freedom. The 7 spikes on her crown symbolize the 7 continents and the 7 seas, suggesting the universal concept of liberty. And at her feet, often unseen from below, are broken chains, a powerful symbol of the end of oppression and servitude. The tablet she holds is inscribed with July 4th, 1776. July 4th, 1776, the date of American independence. Building this giant was a monumental task. The statue was constructed in pieces in Paris. Once completed, it was a major attraction there. But then came the challenge, how to get it to America. The statue was disassembled into 350 individual pieces and packed into 214 crates. In 1885, the French frigate Isère set sail across the stormy Atlantic carrying this precious cargo. Meanwhile, back in America, there was a problem. The French had paid for the statue, but the Americans were responsible for the pedestal. Fundraising was slow, and it looked like the project might stall. This is when newspaper publisher Joseph Pulitzer stepped in. He launched a massive fundraising campaign in his newspaper, the New York World, promising to print the name of every single person who donated, no matter how small the amount. The campaign was a huge success, with over 120,000 people, including many schoolchildren, donating pennies and dimes to build a home for Lady Liberty. Finally, on October 28, 1886, the statue was officially dedicated. It quickly became more than just a monument. Positioned near Ellis Island, the nation's busiest immigration station, the Statue of Liberty became the first thing millions of immigrants saw as they arrived in America. She was a beacon of hope, a promise of a new life free from persecution and poverty. Imagine the mix of awe, relief, and hope they must have felt seeing her for the first time after a long and arduous journey. Over the decades, Lady Liberty has withstood the elements, but not without wear and tear. For her centennial in 1986, she underwent a massive restoration project. Workers meticulously repaired her copper skin, replaced her original torch with a new gold-plated one, and upgraded her internal structure. And now, for some fun facts. Did you know she stands over 305 feet tall from the ground to the tip of her torch? That's about the height of a 22-story building. Her skin is made of copper, which was originally a dull brown color, but it turned its famous green due to oxidation over time. And while most visitors climb to the crown, there used to be a very narrow, winding staircase leading up to a small balcony on the torch. It was closed to the public long ago for safety reasons, but it's a cool piece of her history. From a gift of friendship to a global symbol of freedom, the Statue of Liberty's story is one of artistry, engineering, and the enduring power of an idea. She reminds us that liberty is a treasure to be cherished and protected. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into history, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. See you in the next video.